channel. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets for the NBA. Here for you today on Friday, March 21st, 2025. We got NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions, as always for you guys today. We got 4 picks in the video that I think are great value bets for this Friday NBA slate. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. If you guys are a returning viewer, make sure you guys hit that like button for me as well. Really does help us out, grow the video. So I do appreciate all of you guys. You guys have been a great support to the channel, and I do appreciate all of you guys. A couple quick announcements here at the channel, guys. Make sure you drop your favorite pick down below, as always, in the comment section, guys. The comment section has been absolutely on fire. I believe 3-1 again yesterday in the comment section. So you guys have been killing it in the comments. Drop that heat though. Let me know what you guys are playing today. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. We'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Our comment callouts from yesterday, guys. We had John Paul Corrigan calling Jakob Poeltl over 7.5 rebounds. He cashes that. Eric and me calling LaMelo Ball over 3.5 threes. And got to get the bag calling LaMelo Ball over 35.5 PRAs. We'd love to see it. So my suggestion to you is just check back to the comment section, closer to the end of the night. Make sure you guys get all those callouts if you guys are interested in taking more plays. We have a lot of good cappers, obviously, in the comment section that drop some great plays. So make sure you guys check that out. It's definitely a great thing to be a part of. Make sure you guys check out all of our social media links as well. Stay updated here at the channel. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, our community Discord page as well. All free to join. Those links posted in the pinned comment and also in the description as well. Great ways to connect with the channel. Check out our Major League Baseball futures video. I know I talk about it every episode, but until we get to baseball season, then I'll probably stop doing that. We got 7 picks in that video. Super excited for the baseball season. Starts next Thursday. So if you guys are interested in getting some futures bets in, check out the video. Let me know what you guys think. You guys don't even have to take the bets. Just check it out. Let me know what you guys think of the analysis on the picks that we do have for the season. So check out our Straight Fire merchandise as well. If you guys want to get some Straight Fire swag, we got shirts, cups, signs, all sorts of goodies on our store. Stuff that we put a lot of work into, a lot of design work into. Actually, my brother did. My brother is our partner here at the channel. And I should say that he will likely be joining us in some videos. So that'll be an exciting thing. Brother Charlito will be joining us hopefully in some videos here soon, either for baseball or NBA. So stay tuned for that. He's a great guy. He's a lot of fun too. He's a lot like me. We're both nerds. But anyway. And then lastly, check out our Straight Fire MVP program as well, guys. Really a great value there. $3.99 per month to get access to all of our picks and our plays early, a couple hours in advance of the video, which you've always gotten throughout the course of your time here. That is a great value to have, obviously, to get the early lines. But then our new thing, you get also access to our Straight Fire exclusive pick of the day, which has been on fire. We've hit 5 of the last 6 SFP MVP exclusive picks. Gotten a lot of good feedback from our members here at the channel with that. So members, guys, I need you guys to comment below and let me know how that's going for you. Obviously, because I think the program's been working out pretty well. So let me know what you guys think of that. We're 9-5 total on our SFP MVP exclusive picks, plus 4.14 units. So it's been a really good time with our MVP picks. They've been hot of late. Hit 5 of the last 6, 6 of the last 8. So those have gone well. You also get shoutouts in the video with our MVP program, roll call in the Discord, and custom emojis as well. And great way to support us in what we're doing here at the channel. It's just $3.99 per month. Not even the cost of a biggie bag, guys. And I did get a biggie bag the other day. The Junior Bacon with the Frosty, the nuggets, the fries from Wendy's. You guys know how it is. I know I'm a little bit of a goofball. All right, enough on that. Let's do a recap from yesterday, guys. We ended up going 2-2. Minus 0.18 units, so we did cash our SFP MVP exclusive play of the day, which was Mikal Bridges over 24.5 PRAs. Really, he was really the only bright spot for the Knicks in that game. The Knicks were pretty bad last night, but Bridges does get there, even despite the fact that I'm getting blown out by the Hornets. And then we also cashed the under in that game, under 222 points in the Knicks-Hornets game, so we actually swept the picks in that game. So we're pretty on point there with the next Hornets game, so we'd like to see that. We missed our Keon Johnson over 2.5 assists. He finishes with 2. the dude got the 2 assists early third quarter, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, we just need one more. Come on. Really want to check his potential assists, see how many opportunities he got, but obviously it stinks that we weren't able to cash them. And then Emmanuel quickly under 17.5 points. I swear, it's like, I don't know, the Warriors just couldn't come out and do their job. You know, I'm sitting there looking at this game being like, why can't you just take care of business at home? Get quickly off the floor. The dude don't need to play or wants to play the whole game. Come on. Like, can't I bet one of these unders where the home team just comes out and absolutely waxes the team they're supposed to wax? That just hasn't been happening. We took Zion's under the other day, and the Pelicans won straight up on the road versus the Timberwolves. No excuse for that. And that's the type of stuff that's happening lately with some of our underplays. So, we do have one under today, I believe. I think we ended up doing one under today, but really our overs have been better. Lately, the last couple of days, the unders really haven't been any good just because of that kind of crap. But it's all good. I'm not salty. I'm over it. We're gonna get back after it today, guys. 2-2 still isn't a bad day, obviously, but we're looking for more. We're gonna have 4 picks, like I said in the video. We'll have our SFP MVP exclusive play later in the day as well. That will be up by 2 p.m. I believe at the latest. Stay tuned for updates on that, but we will have that play out at some point today, hopefully by 2 p.m. Eastern time. All right, let's get after it today, guys. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, you guys know where we're going. We're going James Harden over 8.5 assists here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Minus 136 odds on FanDuel. We're laying 1.36 units on this. We are laying the juice on this one. Also very playable at 9.5, so you guys will find most of the books actually have this at 9.5 for plus value, which I'm totally fine with. But if you can get the FanDuel line, I recommend taking FanDuel just because I'm more comfortable, obviously, at 8.5. It's 1 less assist. And obviously the numbers obviously support it more at 8.5. But 9.5, very playable as well. Like I said, laying the juice, we have cashed our last 4 point guard bets versus the Grizzlies. So that's 4 point guard assist bets versus the Grizzlies. I don't even know if I can name them off the top because we're starting to get a pretty big list here. But you guys know we've been talking about it for like the last week and a half. Every Grizzlies game, we've taken the opposite team's point guard assist, and we've cashed every time in the last 4. Fernie Simons, Malik Monk, Darius Garland, and Tyler Herro, I believe, are the 4 that we had. So obviously we'd love to see it, guys. And James Harden is in a fantastic spot again at home today versus this Grizzlies team. We've seen Harden go 9 for 9 this season to this line at home with this starting lineup of Norman Powell, Ivica Zubac, Kawhi Leonard, and Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn may or may not have been starting in some of those games, but you guys get the point. Basically, all the big guns are playing for the Clippers. They're back. Powell is back. Leonard is back. So this team is finally healthy. We're finally getting a look at the Clippers actually being fully healthy. He's 9 for 9 this season at home with these guys all playing. So obviously, love to see that, and obviously it makes sense, right? Harden doesn't have to carry the load. He could dish the ball, which he'd prefer to do. Harden's a very gifted passer, obviously. During that stretch of 9 games, he's averaging 11.6 assists per game, so you'd love to see that. He landed on 9 twice. So if you're thinking about the 9.5 line, 7 for 9. As far as going over 9.5. That's why I still like the 9.5. I still think it's great for plus value, especially. I'm laying the juice because, like I said, post All-Star break, things have been a little bit wonky. We've had a hard time really getting hot, so I want to make sure we really cash this play. So I want to take the 8.5. You guys are welcome to dumb the line down to 8.5 on your other books. It'll be around this value, around minus 130 to minus 150 in value. So, but I love the spot here today, obviously. We've talked about, we've loved fading the Grizzlies versus point guards. Grizzlies 5th most assists allowed to point guards over the last 15 games. This season, 2 for 2 versus the Grizzlies for James Harden with logs at 9 and 10. The 10 came at home. So we're talking about that 9.5 line. Still very comfortable there. He's averaging 17 potential assists per game at home with this lineup. So with these guys all playing, 17 potential assists per game, which we like to see. This is another great spot here for James Harden. So love it there for number 1 pick. We got James Harden over 8.5 assists here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Minus 136 odds on FanDuel, 1.36 units. We are laying that juice. Okay, guys, and at number 2, we are going Fred VanVleet over 8.5 rebounds and assists here for the Houston Rockets. Minus 115 odds here on DraftKings. So, guys, we got VanVleet 67% this season, 75% on the road to this line. 10 for his last 10 versus the Miami Heat to this line with 11.3 rebound and assist average in those 10 games. So, obviously, love seeing that. You really can't do much better than that, 10 for 10. And here, obviously, this is a fantastic matchup here for him today. Heat are allowing the second most rebounds, the seventh most assists to point guards over the last 7 games, the third most assists over the last 15 games, and the fourth most assists, 13th most rebounds to point guards for the season. So really the common theme is that the Heat allow a lot of assists to point guards. They're another team similar to the Grizzlies. We've also faded the Heat versus point guards and done well with Josh Giddey, if you guys remember. We took Giddey's assist line at 6.5, and Giddey had like 12 or 13 that day. So I think VanVleet could potentially just get this done with assists, but obviously he's been rebounding the ball well as well. Now obviously Amen Thompson's been out of the lineup here, so you got to consider that as well. He is likely to return to the Rockets lineup today. But VanVleet is still 77% to this line with Amen Thompson in the lineup on the road. So I love seeing that. VanVleet has been particularly good to this line on the road, which is a little strange, but obviously, we love to see that. We've seen VanVleet play an average of over 35 minutes per game over the last 3 games, so he's got his minutes back as far as where you want to see him, when he came back from that injury. With Thompson back, is he going to play 35? He still could. The reason I say that is because usually first game back, player coming back from injury will be minutes restricted somewhat. So I still think VanVleet's going to get his minutes here. Still going to get you the minutes that you want. He's going to give you at least 30 minutes here today, which is all I'm really looking for today out of him. Now, if you need to pick one of these lines, rebounds or assists, I recommend taking his assist at plus value at 5.5. That was going to be my initial pick, but then I saw how well he's been rebounding the ball, and also his rebound logs versus the Heat have been wild as well. So I couldn't really turn away from the combo line. But I definitely recommend taking the assist in this spot because of the matchup, and also, like I said, you're getting plus value on that 5.5 line, which I think is terrific. So, like I said, we're into our assist here today. So, love it there, guys. For number 2 pick, we're going Fred VanVleet over 8.5 rebounds and assists here for the Houston Rockets, minus 115 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 3, we got Kevin Durant over 23.5 points here for the Phoenix Suns. Going minus 110 odds on DraftKings. Guys, for the most part, Kevin Durant has been very good to us this season. Now, our last bet on him, he did not deliver. We had PRAs on him, and I think he missed just going under. But in this spot, you're getting really a discounted line here on Durant. His typical points line is closer to 26, 27.5. And here in this spot versus the Cavs, this is actually a great matchup, especially of late. You wouldn't know it, but the Cavs actually are allowing the most points in the NBA to power forwards over the last 15 games. The most. They've been the worst over the last 15 games. The second most over the last 7 games, and the 9th most for the whole season. So, the point you make that once you get a whole season of data, also recency data, and you still see it, they're allowing a lot of points over both those things, it's usually a good sign. Durant should be able to take advantage of this matchup. Really, whoever's on him, I think he's going to have trouble sticking with Durant, obviously. Durant is under in 4 of his last 5 games, though, so you have to accept it. Durant has been not cooking of late. He's been in tough matchups, though, in 4 of the last 5 games versus top 11 defense versus position teams over the last 15 games. So those teams that he's been up against have defended the power forward position well of late. So the fact that he's gone under a couple of those games, we're also on the road. The fact that he's back at home here in a great spot versus a Cavs team that's not defending this position very well, especially right now. Cavs defense is one of those things where you think that they're good. And, because they're like, they got Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, DeAndre Hunter. You're like, they got to be a great defensive team. Those games, though, they give up a ton of points. You're like, what's going on? 123 points last game to the Kings. What's going on there? I don't know. Defense isn't they're more just a team that you're looking at for the name, thinking, they're a great defensive team. Well, they're bad versus a couple positions, not only the power forward position, but I believe the point guard position as well. We faded that position versus this team as well. So, the Cavs are an interesting team defensively because, like I said, they get that rep, and sometimes it's not deserved. But like I said, we're getting that discounted line on Durant here, and I think this is just a fantastic spot for him to get back on track. In a great matchup versus the Cavs, where they're going to need him to score a lot. Spread set to 7.5 in favor of the Cavs, so hopefully this game doesn't get away. I think the Suns could keep this close enough to keep Durant in the game. That's really the key here. Can we keep Durant on the floor to get this line over? So Suns have been playing a little bit better of late. There's some encouraging signs from the Suns of late. Colin Gillespie for the Suns has really added a lot of energy to this team. With his defense and his heart and his energy, which the Suns desperately need some of that because their defense is absolutely atrocious. I need Colin Gillespie to bring the energy on defense to help keep this game close, and Durant just to score that basketball, baby. So, love it there for number 3 pick, guys. We got Kevin Durant over 23.5 points here for the Phoenix Suns, -110 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and finally at number 4, we got Kristaps Porzingis under 18.5 points here for the Boston Celtics. Going -110 odds on FanDuel. Matchup here versus the Utah Jazz, which are like, Steve, the Jazz are terrible defensively. I know. I'm well aware of how bad the Jazz are defensively. But here we go. Here's my spiel on it. He's under in 47% of games this season, which doesn't sound great, but under in 58% of games on the road this season. So obviously, and we've kind of known this about Porzingis, he does play much better usually at home. The spread set to 13 in favor of the Celtics today. The only player they're missing today is Jaylen Brown, it looks like, on the injury report. So the Celtics should take care of business versus the Jazz today. I don't see why the Jazz would stay in this game. It wouldn't make any sense to me. Of course, the NBA has been wonky of late. But in either case, I think Porzingis goes under. Porzingis is 6-7 to the under when the Celtics win by 15 plus on the road. So if the Celtics boat race the Jazz, Porzingis shouldn't go over. He hasn't been doing that. And actually, of any position on the floor, the Jazz have actually been defending the center position a little better of late. They're allowing the 11th fewest points to centers over the last 7 games. Porzingis is 2 of 2 under with Jaylen Brown out, which he is. Tatum in, Derek White in, and Drew Holiday in. So we're looking at the major pieces here for the Celtics. Those players all slated to play. Not listed on the injury report as of yet. I'm recording this at 6:09 in the morning. So hopefully it's still that way. Obviously, if anyone's going to end up sitting, it would be Porzingis anyway. This guy is injury prone, obviously. They're not going to overextend him. That's the message with Porzingis. Do you think that they're really going to overextend a guy that's injury prone on the road, coming down the stretch of the season where, obviously needing to win the game, but they're going to win this game regardless of what Porzingis does, honestly. Porzingis could play 5 minutes and the Celtics should still win. Celtics backups would boat race the starters, I think. That's the disparity in this game. The bench, and obviously the Celtics are just very deep at every position, and they don't need Porzingis to put up 20 points. They just don't. This to me is more of a Jason Tatum and Derek White game. Tatum's line's up at 30.5. I thought about taking his under. I think he might go under as well. I think 30.5 is just a little crazy. I would probably say Derek White be the one guy I'd say would probably go over. His point line is 17.5. I could see him going over without Jaylen Brown in the lineup. If you look at the numbers, it supports that as well. Like I said, just don't see Porzingis being overextended here in a blowout type of a game. You also got the fact that the only way that I see Porzingis hitting an over here is if he knocks down his threes. His 3-point line is set to 2.5 for plus like 150 of value. So books don't think he's going to hit 3 threes. Now, matchup-wise, this is a great matchup for him to hit 3 threes. So, what you could do, I'm not going to do it, but what you could do is you could take his under here, and you can also take his over in threes. You could sprinkle his over in threes as like insurance and have the possibility of hitting both. Because I could see him hitting 3 threes and still going under. It's an idea. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stick with the under. I'm going to have faith in the under. But if he's going to go over today, it's going to be via the 3 ball. I don't think there's any other way, because Walker Kessler's playing, Points in the paint shouldn't be that easy versus Kessler. I think he's done pretty good of late as far as limiting that. But the 3-point line, imagine Kessler trying to run out to the 3-point line and defend the 3. Not a pretty sight. He doesn't move that well. So, obviously, like I said, if Porzingis is going to hit this over, it's going to be from the 3-point line. So if you want to ensure it that way, you can. I'm not going to. I'm just playing the under. So you do you, boo. But I'm playing the under. But obviously, I like it here, guys. Like I said, with the factors we talked about, Brown out, Tatum in, White in, and Holiday in, he's had logs of just 11 and 11 this year. So if there's enough options to go around, I don't think Porzingis is going to be the guy to try to burn the Jazz today. So low there for number 4 pick, we got Kristaps Porzingis under 18.5 points here for the Boston Celtics, minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Alright guys, gonna do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the picks or the video, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 9,000 subscribers. As always, I do appreciate all of your guys' support. You guys absolutely rock. It's been a lot of fun here getting to know you guys here at the channel and doing these videos. You guys really are the best. So I do appreciate you guys. Hopefully you have a great day in the NBA. Like I said, we'll have our SFP MVP exclusive pick of the day posted later. Hopefully, I'm aiming to have it out by like the 1 o'clock range, but I would say 2 p.m. Eastern time should be at the latest. Like I said, we'll stay updated on that. I'll let you guys know. But one way or another, the pick will be out for sure. So if you want to access that, like I said, sign up, become a Straight Fire MVP below. It's just $3.99 a month. Cost of that biggie bag, 13 cents a day. We have been pretty hot with it too. Like I said, we've hit 5 of the last 6, 6 of the last 8, and I try to make them usually plus value where I can. A lot of those have actually been plus value, which is awesome if you can get it. But I do appreciate all of y'all though. Your guys' support is amazing, and hopefully we could close the NBA season out here well heading into the playoffs. Obviously, the NBA has been kind of weird post All-Star break. We just can't get one of those big spreads to, when we're taking an under, like I talked about Porzingis, with the spread set to 13. Let's see the Celtics actually cover that 13-point spread today. Please. Get Porzingis off the floor. I do not want to see Kristaps Porzingis in the game in the fourth quarter. If anything else, I do not want to see that man in the fourth quarter. I just don't. Enough is enough. Celtics, come out, do your job. You got your players healthy. The Jazz are banged up. There is no excuse to not blow the Jazz out here on the road. Blow them out, please. I'm done. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.